I see something here on oil. If I look at US oil, I had a marker set to the top looking for it to break that point, and if so, I wanted to play it to the upside. Let me scroll to the left and you can see why. We had some strong resistance here, back here too. Previously it was support right here. As you can see, this is a key area that I had marked to the upside. Now, last time I tried to beat this right here, it couldn't. It got stuck at 79.16 and bounced back down. So that was the point I was looking for it to break, was 79.16. And as you can see, it did at 79.24. We got a nice green candle that just closed above that point. So as far as I can tell, it looks like oil is still going to continue to climb up. I think it's got a lot more move to the upside. I think it's going to be a probably 2-day hold for me. So I would look for like an 8-day out, so 9-day out contract. Close to in the money as possible. So $80. Let's see, 81. I could maybe grab that and get just out of the money. $81 call. Let me look at the Greeks on that. Time decay is low, delta's decent, implied volatility is decent. Open interest 33, mid call 0 in the put. Next contract up 194 in the call, 0 in the put. The one above that 361 in the call, 0 in the put. So it seems like more people are definitely thinking along the same lines as me, that this is going to go up for a little bit longer. So let me see if I can grab one of these calls right here. Mid price is what, 197? I'm not sure if I have that or not. Let's see, what do I have? Available settled cash 196.72. Oh man, I can only get in for 196 and they want 197, so I don't know if I can get filled on that. We'll see. I'll kind of just chill for a second and see if this order gets filled. All right, I'm not going to be able to get in this contract, so I'm going to have to look to get in another one. $82 call. Man, it's more out of the money, but let me look at the Greeks on it. Yeah, I mean, it's still a decent contract, you know what I'm saying? Still more people in that than the put. Nobody taking these puts right now. Everybody's only seeing this thing going up, apparently. Let me see what I can get in that one for. 166. So I guess I'll just settle for that one. It's not I wanted to get a contract a little closer to the money, but you know, if I can't get in, I can't get in. I'm not gonna sit here waiting for it to freaking go down forever, you know what I'm saying? So I'll just get one of the 82s that's a little bit more out of the money. And at least I'll still be able to capture some of this move, you know what I mean? Alright, mid price is 170. Man, these contracts are going up pretty fast in value. Alright, I'll do 170. That's the most I'm going to pay for this $82 call though. Alright, there we go. Alright, I'm filled. Currently down a couple percent, no big deal. I'm going to pop over to US oil. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete these last two lines that I had because I don't really need these anymore. And then my stop loss, since this is a call and I make money as the price goes up, my stop loss is going to be just below the green candle. So just below this last green candle is where my stop loss is going to go. Price falls below that point, then it's not looking good for the move upwards. So that'll be the stop loss. What is that? 78.99. 78.99 is going to be the stop loss. And then as far as the take profit, I just need to scroll back over to the left to see last time it got above this point, what we were dealing with. Last time we got above this point, we ended up going all the way up to here before we hit some hard resistance. As you can see right here, we got some serious resistance. Matter of fact, I could even move that down a hair to about here, to about like 80.95-ish. So let's just do that. Let's make it like 80.95-ish. Bam, you can see right here where we found a bunch of resistance previously. That's where I'll be looking for it to get stuck to the upside. Not that it has to get stuck to the upside there, but it's just a good place to look for it to get stuck to the upside. So this is how the trade's set up. I'm gonna go ahead and chill, give this thing a couple days. I think it's gonna need a couple days to do its thing, so I'm not worried if I'm down a little bit right now. This thing's gonna have a little bit of a pullback to this bottom line and bounce off of this line hard to the upside in my mind. And then as soon as it bounces hard off this bottom line, it's gonna head straight to the top line. So it's gonna bounce off this support, make its way towards resistance, and I'm gonna catch some of that move nicely. All Alright, it's the next morning. Market's about to open in like 10 seconds, and I'm pretty much way down. Got in right here, about here, set the stop loss underneath the green candle right here. It went to the right, or went up a little bit to 80.10. Was looking good. Was climbing towards the take profit last night. And I was like, cool. After hours, it looks good. And then this morning, it just completely bombed. You can see this big gap right here. It gapped down and started right here at pre-market. So I'm like, this is probably not going to be good. So, yeah, I'm pretty much screwed right now. As you can see, it's down 50%, $89. That's a ton. So that's not good. Puts me back at 107. So yeah, that sucks, man. I was just giving it a second to see if it was gonna, because I'm already so far down below the stop loss that it's freaking ridiculous. So figured I might as well give it a minute to see if it's gonna bounce up off the EMA 15, this red line here. So I'm just giving it a minute to see if it's gonna bounce off the EMA 15, the red line, and head back up. If it doesn't, if it trucks below the EMA 15 at all, the red line right here, then that's gonna be it. Dang. What sucks is I would not have stayed in this trade this long, but there's not much you can do, when it's a swing trade and you get in on this green candle and you set your stop loss here, take profit here, and then overnight it's almost there. After hours, you're like, heck yeah. And then pre-market, it just gaps down and it's like here, and I'm like, yeah, this is gonna suck. Market opens, dumps down. Really not much you can do in this scenario. If it turns around and goes below the EMA 15, basically to like here, I'll just set the alert and turn it up. If it crosses this point to the downside, then it's just 100% off. The trade is just done. If it doesn't cross this point to the downside, I'll give it a little bit of time, since I do have 9 days on the contract. You know what I mean? I have more time on the contract to wait and see if it can reverse a little bit. Alright, oil has came down and hit the stop loss, so now it looks like there's no bounce off the EMA 15. It looks like the move is to the downside. So I'm just 100% screwed. 55% down, 93.50 down. And I'm gonna have to pitch this contract for that. That's crazy, dude. That is crazy. I'm gonna have to pitch this for $76 just to cut the bleeding. Mid price, why didn't it tell me the mid price was 76? Oh, there it goes, it is. Alright, so I got out for a little bit more than I thought I would, but still, it's a terrible loss. 47%, $94 down, back to 102.